The prisoners thought of using their bodies to slam against the wall in an attempt to escape from the prison. Initially, it seemed like a futile effort, but to their surprise, the force of the slamming caused a crack to appear in the wall. The guards who were standing at the checkpoint looked at them with disdain, thinking that these two men were just wasting their energy. But then one of the prisoners heard a sound coming from the wall and screamed out loudly. This caused all the prisoners to gather, and they put all their strength into attacking the wall. However, they underestimated the toughness of the concrete, and the two prisoners who were leading the charge nearly died in the process. The guards, upon seeing this, made faces as if they were witnessing a foolish act. Gradually, 2 more years, and several months passed, but the wall still showed no signs of breaking. By then, the prisoners had almost lost hope of escaping, but the two men were still not ready to give up. When the others saw this, they too started following their lead. The guards quickly tried to regain control of the situation and used all their force to stop them, but still, a dozen prisoners managed to escape. Overnight, the news spread like wildfire, and the escape became a hot topic. This was especially concerning because some of the escaped prisoners had been sentenced to death. Fear spread across the surrounding villages. The escaped prisoners were soon recaptured as the police deployed heavy forces and launched an intense search in the area. However, 5 prisoners remained at large, still free. A man was being taken on a fast-moving truck to the nearby fields, but then he touched the raised part of the vehicle, and a new idea for freedom struck him. He took a coin from his pocket and began turning the screw slot. Meanwhile, his companion carefully watched the driver in front. When the driver turned to look back, the two pretended to lie down and sleep. As soon as the danger passed, Jack quickly got up and resumed his unfinished task. With perfect synchronization, the screw was removed quickly. Jack handed the coin to his companion Tom, who began unscrewing the next one. Together, they worked hard, and now only one step was left: getting off the truck. Jack and Tom kicked the driver's seat with their feet, and in the next moment the truck's body, now loosened, began to slide backwards. As they saw the road below them, they realized they were heading towards a dangerous path, but they had no other choice. Jack gave a sharp push, and the rear of the truck hit the ground. They slid quickly, unaware that the prisoners had escaped, but now they faced another problem: their handcuffs. They wanted to escape as quickly as possible, as they knew if the driver suspected anything, their fate would be sealed. After thinking, for a while they came up with a plan. They removed the heavy truck body and slowly began to cross the desert, but the weight of it soon drained their strength. As they grew weak from thirst, they started to fall down. Their speed increased as they fell, and the truck body spun in the air, flipping a full 360 degrees. Luckily, it landed on soft sand. After walking a bit, they suddenly spotted an old World War aircraft in the desert, surrounded by scattered debris. Jack immediately had a brilliant idea. They could use the remaining machinery, and if they kept the right direction, they could escape the barren desert. But then, their bad luck struck again. The guards had learned about their escape, and were now chasing them in a sophisticated helicopter. They only had one option left: to jump into the visible pit in the ground. But as soon as they got inside, Jack's eyes widened. It was no ordinary place. It was an old weapons warehouse from the war. Now they had so many weapons that they no longer feared the helicopter. Without wasting time, they dragged an old cannon to the mouth of the cave. Jack pulled the rope, and as the enemy helicopter neared, without thinking, they fired the cannon.